Hello everybody, welcome back to another What's Cooking video where I share our daily meals with you. However, I'm starting off on this particular Sunday night getting my muffin tin ready by adding my paper liners because I'm making some delicious blueberry muffins for a quick weekday breakfast for Jackson or Scott or even myself. So next up, I just added some eggs to my dry ingredients. You know, very simple recipe to make. Next up, some water. And again, you're just adding all your wet ingredients right on top of your dry ingredients. And then a little bit of oil, and after that I rinsed and dried my blueberries and added them right to my batter. You can add as many or as little as you want. We love blueberries here, so I added a lot of them. You're simply going to fold these into your batter and be careful not to smash them. Then I just went ahead and added them to my muffin tin using a ice cream scoop, and this just keeps them more uniform looking. I went ahead and filled up all of my little muffin liners, and again the liners will keep them moist. I added on top a very simple topping of sugar and flour just to give it just a little bit more of a, I don't know, sweet, crumbly type of topping. And my family loves this topping, and then I got them right into the oven and let them bake. So I just got the muffins out of the oven, and these are for the upcoming week, you know, where we can just grab them quickly for breakfast with some juice or some milk and enjoy them. They're super fast, delicious. They do have the strudel topping, yum, yum, yum. And, you know, I like to prep as much as I can on Sundays for the week ahead. I do have a video coming up on that, by the way, sometime soon, and you'll probably see these again in that video. But, yeah, I'm going to go take these over to the table, get a picture for Instagram, and allow them to continue cooling. I don't have them on a metal rack. I just have them on the cutting board. Sometimes it's important to get air underneath, but most of the time that metal rack is just, I mean, it's fine, really. And I'm going to go clean my brownie pan, or my cake platter with my brownie remnants on it. And once these cool, I'll put them on. So tonight for dinner, we are having a very simple pasta dinner. You guys know I love pasta, so we are serving it up tonight. I have this buttini. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's the angel hair pasta. Now, Scott liked this brand and this pasta last time we had it. I think I got the linguine, but I got the angel hair tonight, and I think he'll probably be happy with that. I'm using the Wild Oats organic roasted garlic pasta sauce and some diced tomatoes. I'm going to use this fresh loaf of French bread for half bruschetta bread and half garlic bread. And for the bruschetta bread, I've got some of these Kamados, which are the unique brown tomatoes. I've got a yellow tomato, kind of orange tomato really, a red tomato, a red onion, and some garlic for the garlic bread, and the bruschetta bread. So I also have some ground beef, lean ground beef, thawing out in the microwave. I'm going to get it on the stove first. You want to get your sauce primarily done before you drop your pasta, especially if it's pasta like this that's made like fresh. It's only going to take like 5 minutes, and that's all you need. So this can be set aside. I'm going to get started on my bread, and then I'm going to get my sauce going too. So the ground beef is on the stove. It is browning up for us, and you know, you totally don't have to use any kind of ground beef or chicken or whatever. You know, I could totally do without the meat in my sauce. My boys need it and they want it, so I always add it, but you certainly don't ever have to do that. The pasta sauce is enough in a lot of cases. I just cut up that French bread, drizzled some olive oil on each piece, and I'm going to stick them in the broiler. I'm going to be very careful, try not to burn them. And I'm also starting, you know, the tomato and onion garlic mixture for the bruschetta. I'm only going to do half in the bruschetta because Jackson doesn't really care for it. But I'm going to get these in the oven and keep cooking. Okay, so my bread is toasted, and for like some authentic garlic bread, take a garlic clove, just pick up a piece of bread and start rubbing the bread with it. Some of the little garlic pieces will come off. and they'll melt pretty quick. So I like to go around the edges and just really flavor that bread up. And you'll have to get a couple of different cloves and just go with it. Even for the bruschetta bread, this is what I'm doing. So I'm going to do this to all my little pieces of toast and get them nice and garlicky to go with our pasta. Okay, so I took off half the garlic bread and just put it on a plate. And then I added the tomato mixture. Now you don't want to get a lot of the juice or to make the bread too soggy. I'm going to add some cheese in just a minute and pop these back in the oven for just a minute for that cheese to melt. My delicious sauce is done. The water is boiling now, so I'm going to drop in the pasta. Okay, so here is tonight's dinner. I've got the bruschetta bread, yum, 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 and some pasta. I don't know if I'll even get to the pasta. I'll be concentrating on the bread. And this was a quick, easy, delicious dinner that anybody can make. That fresh pasta is delicious, and I just need to add a little bit of cheese. We're good to go. That's dinner tonight. Hello everybody. For dinner tonight, we are having some fast and easy beef and broccoli. So I have the beef cut up, and this is just sirloin steak. I have some broccoli florets cut up, 1 onion. Usually I use white, red's what I had available in the fridge, so that's what I've got. Over here I've got 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of water. I'm going to mix that up really well. It's going to be kind of thick. And then I'm going to toss in, I really need a spoon. Let me get a spoon. Okay, so once it's mixed up, you want to add in the beef and just let it sit there for a minute. I'm going to heat up about a tablespoon of oil in a hot skillet and toss that in and let it cook. And then we will do the same with the broccoli and onion. So I'm just using some Uncle Ben's jasmine rice. It's convenient and easy. You can make your own sticky rice. You can use healthier rice. This is ready in 10 minutes. I got my water and my rice in, and it's just a quick side to go with our beef and broccoli stir fry. I removed the beef to a skillet. I added 1 tablespoon of oil, my broccoli and onion, and I'm frying that up for about 2 minutes, and then I will add the beef back in. So in this bowl, I have 1/3 cup of soy sauce. I have 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of ginger that is already ground, and you could use fresh for sure. And I have 1 tablespoon of cornstarch and 1 cup of, or half a cup of water, excuse me. Now we're gonna go pour this over the beef and broccoli and cook it for about 2 minutes till it thickens up. So here is our dinner. We have the quick beef and broccoli with the rice on bottom. It's a very, very simple meal, and it was done really fast. Delicious, and that's what we're having tonight. Hello everybody. Tonight for dinner, we are having a very simple breakfast. It's actually almost 8 p.m. here, and you know, it's been a busy day of appointments, and you know, I'm exhausted, and we were out in the backyard hanging out, you know, with some neighbors and different friends, and the time just got away from me, and I need to make something really fast. So I'm going to make some breakfast. I have these hash browns on this cookie sheet. They're going into the oven, and they are the Trader Joe's hash browns. I think they're organic, not sure, but I just threw the package away, and it's not really worth looking for. You can get these anywhere. My family loves these with sour cream. Got some eggs, some oranges, and some bacon. So I'm going to fry up some bacon. If one of the boys want a bacon and egg sandwich, that's fine with me too. And put these in the oven. It's going to be a very, very, very quick dinner. I'm going to slice up some oranges, and depending on what they eat, I might make some toast depending if that's something they want. So here's dinner tonight. I popped an egg getting it out of the skillet, but super easy, delicious. I really don't want to serve carbs with some hash browns, but Jackson really wanted to sop up that egg yolk with some toast. So that is our simple late night dinner, and we're going to get eating. Hello everybody. Tonight for dinner, we are having some very simple chicken soft tacos. I don't think I'm making anything to go with it. Just, chicken soft tacos, and that's it. But I'm making them pretty plain because Jackson doesn't like a lot of stuff. I do think I'm going to saute an onion up in a separate skillet. That way, Scott and I can put it on our soft tacos, and Jackson doesn't have to, and he doesn't really have to pick, around the onions. So I've got 3 chicken breasts here, and I just cut them up into small pieces. And I also have my tortillas. The first thing I'm going to do is get these browning up on the stove. Okay, so everything is done. I cooked the chicken up with some taco seasoning, a little bit of water, and then I sauteed a red onion for Scott and myself. We got the soft tortillas here that they can grab anytime they want. We also have the lettuce, cheese, tomatoes, salsa, and sour cream. And I also really like ranch with my chicken soft tacos, so I'll leave that out. And this is a very quick, easy dinner. I'm probably going walking with the neighbor tonight. I didn't want a lot of time in the kitchen tonight. I didn't want to be in here cooking a really big meal or anything, and I know the boys will be happy with this, and cleanup is minimal. So, no matter what time Scott gets home, he can come home and make his own plate, and Jackson can come make his plate when he's ready to eat as well. So that is dinner tonight. I'll show you what my plate looks like in just a minute. Okay, so, my very simple dinner tonight, I folded up, but it's got chicken, cheese, onions, salsa, and ranch, and that is my very quick dinner. And it's a dinner that the boys can help themselves at, and little cleanup, and that's what I'm having before I go walking. Okay, for dinner tonight, we are having very simple ranch burgers. So I kind of patted them thin. We don't really like thick burgers, but I used a package of ranch and then just some shredded cheese within the burgers. I also cut up some potatoes that we'll be, making french fries with. And, a very simple dinner, but filling and delicious. Okay, so here is our very simple burgers and fries. That is our simple dinner tonight, and I'm sure Jackson's going to love it. We're at Fridays. Scott is going to be on the pepper over here, but I know the seeds are hot, baby. And I had these put on the side. That's sriracha and jalapenos. This is a tortilla with ahi tuna. Guacamole with cucumber, ranch, wasabi, and it's going to be the bomb. I love ahi. So I got the flat iron steak and some mashed potatoes and some broccoli. Mr. Jaggers got the ribs and the fries. Okay, so I wanted to point out that the Jack Daniel's flat iron steak from TGI Fridays was probably one of the best steaks I've had all month. It was delicious. The mashed potatoes, as you can see, were also really, really good. And it was just a very flavorful, delicious steak. So if you get the chance and you're at TGI Fridays, I definitely recommend the flat iron steak. And it's the Jack Daniel's one. It doesn't have any alcohol or anything, just flavorings, and it was just absolutely an amazing dinner. And this was actually at the end of our date night, and you will see more about that in tomorrow's Day in the Life vlog that I will have up. But again, don't hesitate to try that flat iron steak from TGI Fridays. It's phenomenal. Hello everybody. Tonight on the dinner menu is something you can serve for breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, whatever you want to serve it for. We are making a puff pancake. It is delicious. I'm going to show you really quickly how I do it. And it's something I've been making for years. It's one of those breakfasts where you can use cranberries, you can use whatever berries you want, and it's really, really simple to make. So in this blender, I have doubled my normal recipe because I'm using this big skillet, and it works. Last time I did it, I didn't fill it up as much as I thought it should, so I just doubled the recipe. You can find this recipe on my blog at kjaggers.com. I've doubled it. So in here, I have 8 eggs instead of 4. I have 2 cups of milk instead of 1. I have 2 cups of flour instead of 1. I have my sugar in here, and I have a little bit of salt. And we're just going to give this a whirl real quick. And let it blend up. Okay, let's check it out. Looks about right to me. It's sweet. Okay, so next, you just want to take whatever pan that you're going to be making your puff pancake in and take about 2 tablespoons of butter and melt it over the stove. Now, there's been a couple of times I've melted the butter and pouring it into the pan that I'm making the puff pancake in, and I didn't get it as brown as I wanted. So I think it's important that you heat up your skillet as you melt your butter. You need to set your oven to 400, and once that butter is completely melted, we will add in the pancake batter. Then we're going to sprinkle over berries, pop it in the oven. I'm going to make some brown sugar and honey Johnsonville sausage, little sausages, individual ones, and I'll do that while the pancake is in the oven. Okay, so now that the batter's in the skillet or whatever you're making your puff pancake in, you're going to take whatever berries you want in your puff pancake. I personally like blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries. Now, in the wintertime, there's other berries that you can certainly use. You can even put apples in. We've done that in the fall as well. So, these berries are clean. I'm just going to sprinkle them in. That just looks pretty already, doesn't it? So this is going to go into the 400-degree oven. It's going to bake for about 30 minutes till it's brown and puffy. It's going to be delicious. So this is going straight in and will bake again for about 30 minutes. So while the puff pancake bakes, I'm going to brown up some of these brown sugar and honey Johnsonville sausages. I'm also going to whip up some of this Horizon Organic Heavy Whipping Cream for the top of the pancake. Now, you certainly could serve it with powdered sugar, which I have many times, and I probably still will. You'll see what I mean. And or you can, serve it with whipped cream. You can serve it with syrup, whipped cream, and powdered sugar. I find powdered sugar and whipped cream plenty with this pancake personally, but my son actually likes syrup. So it's, whatever you like, but I love fresh whipped cream on top. So I'm going to whip some up super fast. Tell me that's not a showstopper. You see how it came up around the edges of the skillet? Yum! So, I am going to plate this up, but first I'm going to add a little powdered sugar to the top and then plate it up and eat dinner. Okay, so I'm using my shaker just to add a little powdered sugar. The pancake will deflate a little bit once it's out of the oven. You want to serve it immediately. All right, and there is our dinner. We have this massively beautiful puff pancake with raspberries, blackberries, and blueberries. We have some sausage, and we have some homemade delicious whipped cream right on top. That is dinner tonight. Hello everybody. Tonight for dinner we are having just some simple steaks. We're having some roasted green beans with some tomatoes, shallots, and garlic. And I'm just going to kind of toss them all in, and we'll add some olive oil, salt, and pepper. And this is going to be a very quick, simple dinner. Okay, that's ready to go into the oven. I added a little bit of olive oil and salt, and I have my oven on 400, and we're just going to get these in. They're going to roast probably about 20 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and start the steaks. Okay, so tonight's dinner, very, very, very simple. I actually cut my steak in half because I kind of felt like it was big enough, but I'm not serving up any potatoes or any mac and cheese. It's just steak and a vegetable, and on my plate and on Jackson's we have some steak sauce. Scott is not a huge fan of steak sauce, so I didn't include that on his. I hope you guys enjoyed this What's Cooking video sharing our daily meals. I hope you got some inspiration. I know we eat out sometimes, but if you want to see what we're eating, I have to share those nights too. Thanks again for watching, you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to get subscribed. I'll see you soon. Bye. Don't forget, you can totally follow me on Instagram, where I post daily pictures. I love getting to know you in the comments, and I love seeing your pictures, and it's such a fun way to interact. You can find me under K Jaggers. That link is below. You can also check out our fan page on Facebook. I share our daily blog post here, and there's an Insta feed button where you can check out our Instagram pictures here. You can also enter giveaways from here. You can leave me messages. You can chat with me through the comments. I love it. But better yet, you can always go to my blog at kjaggers.com. There's a ton of blog posts, some from way, way back, all the way to current. You can follow along in lots of different ways. There's tons of links, tons of information here. It's my home away from home. I love my blog, and I've had it for a very long time. I love that you guys interact with me through the comments, so be sure to say hi. Let me know what you thought of the video, and don't forget to follow along. All the links are below. Thanks again for watching.